The following is a production of 10 Ply Media.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Couch Thoughts Podcast from a couch. I'm Rocky Persinger. With me, Brent Pickens.
How's it going, man?
So we're our first time on video here. What's up, YouTube? Thanks to the audio listeners. But we're going to also upload to YouTube. So just go to YouTube and search the Couch Thoughts Podcast. But we're having a little fun getting this set up here this morning.
Oh yeah.
You know, I bought a movie clacker.
Yeah.
If you could see.
Clack!
Oh, that just killed everybody's ears. So. But I bought a movie clacker to sync the sound, and now Brent's just clacking every 2 seconds. So it's a mess here this morning. It's a rainy, dreary day here in West Virginia.
It's awful.
It's terrible. So we're going to get into the show here. First off, Brent, what have you been into this week?
Well, first I have a little beef with you.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You put this up on YouTube. Yeah, that's fine. That's great.
I did a little intro video.
Did the intro video, and you're sitting in my seat.
I was sitting in your seat at the time,
seat.
but nobody knew it was your seat. Maybe you're in my seat now because
no.
We didn't have video evidence that was your seat.
Or I'm the hottest free agent is going looking for a new crew.
I mean, if you don't like sitting in the chair, you in the hot seat. You don't like it.
First thing is, this is a couch.
Oh my god. Okay. Yep. He's completely lost it here. Okay. What do you want me to do? Apologize?
Yep.
Not going to do it.
All right. I accept your apology. Thank you. Let's roll on with the show here.
I didn't apologize.
Yeah, oh yeah, I heard it. Yep. The listeners heard it. Go ahead.
The listeners did not hear it.
They heard it.
I did not apologize.
I'm sorry, Brent. That's okay, Rock. No.
Oh my god. All right. We're just going.
Yeah, I accept your apologies. It's fine.
All right. Okay. All right. So, Brent bought an external hard drive for his PS4 because he buys games.
Yeah.
From the PlayStation Store.
Yeah. I'm kind of lazy. I don't go out anymore and buy them so much. So
doesn't even like to go to GameStop.
No. So like I didn't realize since I had the PS4, I'll download a game, play a little while, then I'll have to delete it and download something else.
Yeah.
Well, I bought that external hard drive. I think it was like $96. It's 4 terabyte. And I went through and downloaded every game I bought since the PS4 come out. And I ended up downloading 25 games.
See, which I have like 25 physical games over there.
Yeah. I think it came to like 620 gig.
Oh, boy.
So it's cool because when you plug it in, you format it to your PS4, and it so you have 2 additional memory. You have the 4 terabyte, which is like I think it comes down to like 3.68 or something.
Yeah.
For your games, and it takes then your PS4 typically is a 500 gig hard drive.
Right.
So I still have it free up a lot. So I have like 200 gig on my PS4, and then I have the 3 whatever still on it. So I mean, I definitely recommend if you download a lot of stuff on the PlayStation Network, that'd be something to really. It's a really good investment.
So let me ask you this: can you once you format for the PS4, can you still use that thing for your computer?
I'm not sure.
Well, that would be a good thing to test
Because I know it says you can of course it's just USB it plugs in. It said something to where you can disconnect it. So I don't know if you could disconnect it and then hook it up to a computer or not.
Right, yeah.
Because it's the My Passport external 4 terabyte. So I'm sure you could use it on... I read the reviews, and I know you can use it on the Xbox. And I'm sure you could use it on computer and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how that works.
See, like once you format it, I didn't know if you could go because it formats it a certain way. Because like if I wanted to, this little crappy laptop here, I don't know if anybody could see that down there, but my laptop is terrible.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have some external memory for it as well, but I don't know. So that'd be one thing I'd look at is you know, can you use it for both? Because I'm thinking about doing that myself and just starting to buy games from the PlayStation Store instead of.
Yeah, I mean, it was really nice because and I didn't know this, but on the PS4 you can create a folder instead of all your games. You know, having like across the top of it,
right.
You can create a folder and put all of them in that one folder, and then click on the folder, and then they're all there. I didn't know they had that feature. Which,
I wasn't aware of that either.
Which I thought was pretty cool, and I was going through, and I like I said, I had over 25 games. So, I mean,
see, because I've got a bunch of games. Like I'd like to put them in folders. I've got games just strewn across, the top of the PlayStation. It takes me forever to find a game if I want to find it.
See, that's what I was worried. I was like, man, that's gonna be a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
And but you just gotta go over to the folder and hit the options button, and it'll say create folder, and you can name it, and then. It's cool too because it has when you add them, you can hit add, and it has all the games on the thing. You can just go and put a check mark beside the game, the box.
Oh
for
yeah,
the game.
yeah.
So it don't take long to do.
So yeah, that's pretty. You could have a folder for shooters and a folder for RPGs or whatever. So of all the games you've had for your PS4 in the past, what did you re-download?
Basically everything. I even downloaded Madden again. I tried to play.
See, here we go.
Well, see, I think that's gonna get my fix though.
I don't think it's gonna get your fix.
It is because.
So every year,
I tried to play a game and I couldn't even play a whole game. I made it to the second quarter. So
every year for the listeners, Brent says he's not going to buy Madden because they didn't do anything new. We probably already talked about this at some point, but they didn't do anything new. I'm not going to buy it, guys. I'm going to hold strong this time. And then come around the first or second week of football season. We're sitting there watching Monday Night Football, and Brent gets the urge to go buy Madden because you're going to play Madden 17 or Madden 18, whatever, and then 17, and then you're going to get the itch to have the most updated rosters.
I don't know. I think it's a little different this year.
Well, you're a man without a team this year.
I am. We haven't talked about this. The one thing that was keeping me as a Cowboys fan was Jason Witten.
Yep.
He's my boy from way back, and then there's nothing about the team that I really like right now. I'm not big of crazy about Dak. I don't even really like Ezekiel.
See, now when we had our other sports podcast, you were big on Dak.
Yeah, but
I was crapping on Dak. You were a Dak supporter.
Yeah, but
you had Dak's back. See what I did there?
I did. The Dak attack.
The Dak attack.
But no, I don't know. He's like an Alex Smith to me, and I don't like Alex Smith.
Excuse you, sir?
That's right. I know.
Excuse you?
He's consistent. That don't win championships. Being consistent.
Oh mean,
oh
boy!
I complete a 2-yard pass to halfback. That's great.
So Alex Smith. Everybody out there, Alex Smith is Aaron Rodgers. We've proved this. Have you ever seen them in the same room at the same time?
We haven't, but he doesn't put up Aaron numbers.
Yeah, because Aaron, we established this. Aaron Rodgers plays for the Green Bay Packers, and then after every Chiefs game, or in the past, is scheduled after the Packers games.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So then he plays for the Packers, awesome, and then he dons his Alex Smith uniform. And then he plays the game as Alex Smith, so he's a little tired.
Oh,
so what he comes off as just another normal quarterback in the league.
Oh,
he goes from extraordinary to just another quarterback in the league, consistent as you would put it.
Well, that makes sense then.
That's the whole thing.
I'm just saying, if I'm building a team, I want an Aaron Rodgers.
I think if we were building a team, I think you wanted an AJ McCarron.
Oh boy. Well.
But all the time, AJ McCarron's coming out of Alabama. Brent's like, "Oh, you can build a team on that man's back. Build a team around
still
that
up in the air. He's still got time.
Do you think AJ's still got time to excel in the league?
He's going to excel.
I don't know if he's going to excel. I don't know if he ever really excelled at anything. He just had huge running backs at Alabama that just trampled everyone in their path. But you're going to get Madden 18. So write it down right now. Brandon will get Madden 18.
I have Madden 18.
Or Madden 19. Whatever. See, I don't even care what year it is on Madden because I haven't bought a Madden in God knows how long.
Yeah. They get me, but
they'll get you every year.
I don't know. I got enough stuff on my PlayStation to keep me busy for a while.
So you're going through your backlog too. So
I am. I've still been playing Metal Gear. I beat that mission I was stuck on, and I got the Marvel Alliance games. I think. Oh
yeah, that's right.
1 and 2. If you haven't played those are 2 really good games.
Those are older games, right?
They're older games. I think they were actually on the PS3 and then the PS4.
Okay. I thought one of them was on like the PS2 or something.
It may have been. Well, the first one may have been.
Yeah.
Because it was out. But they're fun because you can make your own squad throughout all of them, and you have bonuses and for having if you have all the X-Men on your squad.
Right.
I think you have 4 people, and they're fun games. The Witcher. I beat it. I downloaded it again, but I lost my save file. And I don't think I have it in me to play it again.
Yeah, The Witcher 3.
There's so much stuff.
Well, and you beat it, right? And then you were playing the DLC.
Yeah,
so
I beat it.
That would be horrible.
Yeah, because you got to be to play the DLC. You got to be like a level 34.
Oh.
Yeah, it's.
See, I don't even know if I beat the game. If I would have been. I think I was at the time that I beat the game because the end of the game you gain a lot of levels really quick.
Yeah, I think I was 40 something, and then but yeah, there's all kinds of stuff, and I got Need for Speed Payback.
That's the one I kind of wanted to talk about here.
Yeah, see, when it come out, a buddy of mine, Jeremy, he watches all his YouTube videos on the games coming out. He was like, "Man, it's gonna be awesome." I was like,
"It looked cool. The trailer looked cool."
It did. I was like, "Man, that's typical Need for Speed." I was like, "They need to go back to the roots. They need to go back to like Underground."
Yeah,
because that's when they were really good.
Underground 2 is my favorite. My favorite Need for Speed game. It was open map, just like they tried to do with this one. Yep. And just the cars, and then they had the. For those of you that played Need for Speed Underground 2, they had the Snoop Dogg remix of Riders on the Storm by The Doors. And that was legit, man. I was just cruising around the city because it was always night or it was always raining.
Yep.
It was never daytime. So I'm just cruising around the city with my lime green Toyota Supra and listening to Snoop Dogg remix of Riders on the Storm by The Doors. So... how can you beat that experience?
That is true, man.
How can you beat it?
But see, I don't know why they ever got away from those 2 games, and then they kind of went back. This one, I had high hopes for it. I thought, I told Jeremy, I was like, "Man, I don't know," and he's like, "Man, it's gonna be awesome," and he talked me into it, and I got it. Well, the graphics look awesome. The cars they have on there. Like I re-downloaded it. They got the Trans Am from Bandit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they got all kinds of cars. It's just I'm not too crazy about the when you're making your car better because they went to these tokens.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my major beef.
Yeah, they went to these tokens. Like before, you could just go to the garage. As you progress through the story, you unlock more parts for your car that you can buy. You win races, more parts, this and that. Well, this one, you go to a garage or a tune-up shop, and they have these cards that you have to buy. It's like kind of like a slot machine.
Oh,
but you go to engine or block or
turbo. That's
well, you hit X and it rolls, and whatever you get for the car, it may or may not make your car better. So that kind of ruined it for me. And then there's another thing, you can make these supercars, like throughout the city. You can go find these derelict cars. It's these broke down cars you have to find parts for, and you can rebuild.
Okay.
And it's kind of cool once you have everything. You take it to the mechanic, he rebuilds it. But the car's all rusty and stuff.
Right.
So it's cool, but just going, you have to go through and find it. And, they'll give you a little piece of a map, and you have to You know, you put it up on the map and you look and you have to find out where it is on the map. So it's I wasn't too crazy about that.
Yeah.
You know, I was hoping it'd be more like Underground. You know, okay, you win a race, here's a part for your car.
Yeah, or you know, here's some money so you can buy a part for your car.
Yeah. See, I thought the finding like cars, I thought you could just be out driving around, and be like, oh, there's a broke down Baja Bug or something. You
Right.
know? Okay, cool. You know, and then take it back to the shop and then upgrade it and stuff.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
they didn't go that route on it.
See, so I don't. Okay, I didn't play the game. Full disclosure, because I the trailer looked cool, but it also, I think I remember the Need for Speed Payback trailer. It didn't look like gameplay.
Yeah.
It looked like it was a scripted thing or something, and they souped up the graphics a little bit for the trailer.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't know. I'm skeptical of Need for Speed. You know, Most Wanted was the last good one, probably.
Yeah.
But even it was like starting to slip a little bit. We started going to the Dirt series instead of Need for Speed. And we love Dirt. Brent Platinum Dirt 3.
Yeah.
Dirt 2. Dirt 3?
Dirt 3.
Dirt 3. Platinum Dirt 3. And played hours of online with our buddy Steve.
Yeah, we played a lot online with Steve.
But, you know, Need for Speed kind of let me down in the years leading up to this deal. And then, you know, they got microtransactions in the game.
Yeah.
Because you can buy these tokens with actual money to upgrade your car. And they got some stupid slot machine.
Yeah. Well, if anybody knows, we're not a fan of the microtransactions.
I don't think anybody is. Is there somebody out there that says, "Oh, I love microtransactions"?
Well, and I think a lot of people though, like it happened with NBA 2K, because I'm a 2K guy.
Yeah.
All the way. But you know, it kind of even goes back to the pre-order on it. If you pre-order it, you got 500,000 my player token.
Yeah.
That you could use
can upgrade
to
your
make
players.
him better. Well, you know, and then they did that in the park, and you know, a lot of people, you know, you had to work, you didn't have to play games to make him better. You just buy it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I know a lot of people did that.
Well, see, so the straw that broke the camel's back though was the Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it was this, you know, loot crate system, which games like Fortnite and stuff like that, they have that as well, but it's like purely aesthetic. Like your player doesn't get better from it. You can just change the look of your player. So
Yeah.
Battlefront 2, you could kind of just buy your way to having all these good cards
Yeah.
to put in these slots of power-ups, basically. And people really just, there was a huge backlash against EA. EA is the biggest culprit of these.
Yeah.
You know, and then, well, you gave a 2K example of,
Yeah.
you know, the basketball games you can play to make you can pay to make your player good, which is just stupid. But Battlefront 2 really, you know, they got so much backlash and hate that they didn't sell very many copies of the game. And then also, you know, they had to take the microtransactions out of it.
They did.
So the gamers have spoken. Nobody likes microtransactions. This type of stuff sucks. Paid DLC, you know, whatever. I'm good with DLC,
Yeah.
right? But make a complete game first.
Right.
You know, like
See, I think what Battlefront did, and I haven't played it in a while. I don't even think I re-downloaded it, but I remember them talking. They did away with that, and then they added some other DLC in there.
yeah,
You know, kind of because the story wasn't awful. It just
of it
seemed
was okay.
It seemed rushed there toward the end,
right.
because they put more into the multiplayer than the story.
So the story thing, I got a quick point of contention before you make your point here. So this Iden Versio is a staunch, like, Secret Services, SS, you know, from the Nazis,
Yeah.
Empire person. And then she goes from that to a complete rebel in like an hour.
Yeah, and that's what the biggest problem was. You know,
It was rushed.
Yeah, it was rushed, and you could see it. You know, even when she's on the planet with Luke, you know, and they run into each other and stuff.
Well, he
Or
runs into the other guy.
Oh, it was the other guy.
His
wasn't it?
friend, yeah.
Yeah.
But still, like, he's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm
Yeah.
a rebel now.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing. I mean, it had the setup to be a really good story, and they just they rushed it. I mean, I don't know. It ruined it for me because the story was set up. I mean, to be a really good story.
Yeah.
But you have this with a lot of these new games, like the Call of Duty. Call of Duty's been guilty of this for years.
Yeah, like a 4-hour campaign mode.
Yeah, but I mean, I can remember me and you going back playing World at War. We played the crap out of that game.
We did.
It had a good campaign. You know, we beat it on easy, normal, and then we cranked up to hard. And I remember we playing when you were still living with your mom and dad in the room. You die, you toss the controller to me.
Yep.
And that sniper level where you're you're in the building and there's another one shooting at you and you have a split second to get him.
That was brutal and hard.
Yeah, I mean,
then the grenades.
The grenades
at World at War on hard. But that was a good, we played it over and over, that campaign mode.
But see, I wish it would go back to that type of stuff. The online's fine for those of you that play it. Honestly, I don't play the online a whole lot.
See, I get into Battlefield. Battlefield, I get way deep into that stuff.
Yeah. Well, the last Battlefield that I really played online hardcore was probably Battlefield 3, the Vietnam thing.
It was Bad Company 2 Vietnam.
Oh, was it Bad Company 2?
Yeah, Bad Company 2. Bad Company 2 is the best Battlefield game ever made. Yeah. Don't at me on Twitter because it's just... It's the best Battlefield game ever made.
Well, the music, oh man, just I don't know. It has a really good feel for it.
Yeah, it's legit.
And I mean, I've played the other ones, but that one was really the last one that I really got into.
Yep.
But
that one come out when I was in college. Bad Company 2, and it was just like everybody was playing Bad Company 2. Like it's the game. And then they come out Battlefield 3. Battlefield 4,
Hardline, which
Hardline,
I didn't care for it, and then they're taking the
Battlefield 1.
Battlefield 1 with the taking back to World War II.
I gotta say though, I didn't really play Battlefield 1 because I was so turned off by like Hardline and Battlefield 4.
See, I played it. I wasn't a big fan of it.
I don't know. My buddy Adam Haynes, he plays it. He played it a lot. He said it was a good one, and he's a big Battlefield junkie. So maybe I should have gave it more of a chance. I don't know.
See, I tried. I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. But yeah, I mean, I would just like to see him. Man, spend a little bit more time on the story.
Yeah.
The online. It's nothing. I mean, you can put anything together for the online and people won't play it. But a good story, I mean, it means everything. I mean,
well, so so the Star Wars games, for example, they had, I think her name's Amy Hennig. She did the Uncharted games. She was a producer for the Uncharted games. EA owns the rights to make Star Wars video games now, right? Mm-hmm. So. EA had hired Amy Hennig to, I think that's her name. If I'm getting that wrong, I'm sorry. But they had hired her to make an Uncharted like Star Wars game, which would have been awesome. Mm-hmm. Just like take Uncharted, but make it Star Wars. Like that would have been insane.
Yeah.
Right? Well, then EA came out with this big press release saying the game was canceled. Right? And the reason it was canceled is because, well, one, it's not a long-term sustainable model, right? So like what they're saying there is, we can't strap some DLC to it, or we can't do microtransactions, right? Which that's stupid because Uncharted had one of the best multiplayers.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Yeah, the third-person multiple. I freaking loved it.
Yeah,
because it. Anybody that knows me, I'm not a big fan of first-person shooters. I'm a third-person shooter guy, and I'm telling you, that's one of the most fun I've had playing a shooter online was the Uncharted ones because they were fun. They had all the other stuff that you could do. And I liked it too because you had to go run around and find the guns, and that was I don't know. I really like that setup.
But see, so they canceled this game, this Uncharted like Star Wars game, because they basically said that people don't play single player games anymore. which is just, look at, God of War just came out. Look at God of War.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best selling games, on the PlayStation ever. And it's one of the best games on PlayStation ever.
Who was it? Rockstar that they put on Twitter. They put a bunch of people on blast because they were talking about how I think it was the for Red Dead, but it was like, well, people don't like somebody put people don't like story games anymore. They'd rather have the
single
online
player
games, and he basically put on blast. He's like, I disagree. He's like the reason people don't play the single player as much anymore is because they're not putting as much into the story,
right?
So people can't can't really put yourself in that position, but
that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So now we're stuck with these Star Wars video games. Anybody that's a Star Wars fan, all we really want is a game like Knights of the Old Republic on Xbox, or just like just take The Witcher 3 and make Star Wars.
Hell, Star Wars Unleashed was awesome.
The Force Unleashed.
That was those were awesome games.
Yeah, I really like The Force Unleashed. Sam Witwer was the main, played the Star Killer in that, and
those were awesome.
Really
games.
Awesome. Yeah.
If you haven't played it, that's a game you should check out.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know why they do this stuff with that. People don't like single player games because that's just stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, so speaking of single player story games, Red Dead might have. People are freaking out online about Red Dead.
Man, the YouTube video, people. I was watching one this morning. He was talking. They're freaking out because Red Dead hasn't really given away everything. So they're like, oh, they're gonna push it back. We're 100 days out, or however many days it is now. Because they hadn't released anything.
Yeah.
Well, this is Rockstar. This is what they do. They don't. Even with the Grand Theft Auto, they don't give a whole lot of information,
right?
And I kind of like that, because a lot of times, you get these YouTubers that they ruin, they find out all this information and then give it away, and then on day one you're playing it and you're already expecting this.
Yeah.
So I'm not a big, I kind of like them not sharing much.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, now if we were looked at the release date and we see December or January of 2019, whatever, then I'll be worried.
Yeah,
but it's October.
Okay. So we gotta say that me and Brent always look at a game and whether it's going to get delayed of the release date and in the book on the counter at GameStop. So you can go into GameStop, you can look at all the games and see when they release, and if it says December 31st of 2018, that game's getting delayed.
Yeah.
Because they don't have a good date for it. But Rockstar came out and they're saying Red Dead is going to be released in October. So I'm believing that, because it's already been pushed back a couple times, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But I mean, they're going to get a game right. They're going to get it right.
The worst one when I went to go get was Alpha Protocol. Do you remember that game?
I do remember that game.
Thought this was like an espionage game. I thought it was going to be the greatest game. Like, I was all excited about it. I pre-ordered this thing. They pushed it back like 4 times. The day I went to go pick it up, I didn't hear anything about it being pushed back. I went to pick it up at GameStop, and I was like, I'm here to pick this up. And they're like, oh, that's been pushed back 6 months.
I'm here to play the game.
And the game, I finally got the game, and it was a major letdown.
Yeah,
like I thought
it was terrible.
I thought it was gonna be awesome, but
okay, so didn't it have all these branching story paths and stuff? It was supposed to. Yeah,
I was all excited about it, and you got to prepare for the mission. You decide how you're gonna go in, kind of like a Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
but it was a major letdown. But I personally, I don't think Red Dead's gonna be pushed back.
Now we could come back next week and it could say, "Oh, Red Dead's been pushed back," but I don't think it's going.
But it have an October release. I mean, like I said, if you're looking at December, January, and And it's odd dates, if it's December 15th or 20th, whatever.
Yeah.
Chances are it's going to be pushed back.
Yeah. So. Well, and December 31st is always like the telltale one, because you're not going to release a game 5 days after Christmas.
No.
Like you're going to release if you're going to have a Christmas game, game for Christmas, it's going to come out in October, November.
Yeah.
That's why they did, that's what they did with the Switch, and that's why the Nintendo Switch is so, successful.
Oh yeah.
Because they had, okay, well, November we're going to come out with this thing, but so yeah, I don't think Red Dead's going to get delayed.
No.
Plus, it's Rockstar. If they do delay it, it's for a good reason.
Yeah.
Because they're going to get the game perfect.
Oh yeah, it'll be right. And
I mean, there's trailers out there and stuff.
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of videos, and
I think they had some. I think I just saw. I didn't watch it yet, but I think I just saw that they came out with some like gameplay of like somebody had some gameplay of it. Like IGN went and
Oh okay.
played some. I think, but I'm not too sure.
Speaking of IGN, I shared a thing to our page I came across last night. I'm not sure who the director is, but they're making a Metal Gear Solid movie.
Yeah, see, I don't know, man.
Well, and they said it's not going to be placed on any in particular like game.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure what they're doing with it. But
well, see,
the script. I guess the script has been released. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but
unless they come out and announce the director is Hideo Kojima, I don't want anything to do with it. Like I don't. Metal Gear isn't Metal Gear without Kojima.
Yeah.
Konami's going to come out and try to release some Metal Gear games, but I just don't. I don't see it happening.
But really, Metal Gear is the only thing Konami has.
Well, they wanted to go make these pachinko machines, which are these like Japanese gambling machine type things. That's what they wanted to focus on. They didn't even want to make games anymore. That's why they kind of had a falling out with Kojima, because he's actually making good games.
Yeah.
So, I see that just Metal Gear movie makes me mad.
You never know. It might be good.
When is a video game movie ever good? There's never been a good one.
Uncharted's gonna be good.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, gonna be good.
Well, I mean, okay, so which Uncharted? Is this fan film Nathan Fillion thing? They're going to make a TV series out of it, or the actual like sanctioned Uncharted movie?
Well, they said that it's going to be between the second one and the third one. That's what's going to take place.
So, that's another thing. That came out this week, right?
It did.
We missed. So, the Nathan Fillion, who some of you might know from Firefly, he's kind of the basis for the Nathan Drake character.
Yeah.
His name's even Nathan. And Nolan North is the one who plays him in the actual video game. Well, Nathan Fillion decided to make a fan film. It's like a 15-minute film out there for Uncharted.
Yeah.
And it looks really awesome.
It does.
Yeah. So, it's out there. It's on YouTube. You can go. You can go watch it. It's like a 15-minute film, and he's perfect for Nathan Drake because he's based off of him.
He is. He is perfect for it.
So a lot of people are saying they're going to take that and then go make a like a TV series out of it or something.
That'd be neat.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. But then there's this other like script floating around and stuff, right, about another Uncharted movie that's like going to be from like Fox or Warner Brothers or somebody, which I don't trust a big studio to make a good one.
Yeah, because I mean they kind of screwed up with Hitman.
They junked Hitman. They screwed up Assassin's Creed.
Assassin's Creed was terrible.
It was a god awful movie.
Yeah, I thought Assassin's Creed. I was like, oh, that's cool. They can't really mess that up. Well, they did.
Well, so
I tried to watch it, and it is terrible.
I get a lot of hate for this, but I actually like the Mario Brothers movie from like the early '90s or whatever. Do you remember that movie?
I don't. I remember the TV show.
Well, see, they had the Mario Brothers movie. I know you've had to seen that thing before. But they're two plumbers, and then they go into this like alternate universe where reptiles have taken over. And have you seriously not seen this movie? I don't think
so.
How have you not seen the Super Mario Brothers movie?
I don't know.
Well, it's a god awful movie, but I have some sort of crazy nostalgia for it that I just like it.
Well, it's kind of like Mortal Kombat. You know, they're
Okay,
awful.
Mortal Kombat is the one that was good.
I love them though, and they're I see it on IGN. They're gonna have they're supposed to be doing a movie, redoing it. Because I don't know if you watched the short miniseries on YouTube.
No, I don't.
I thought they were gonna make that into a movie.
Yeah,
because it was set up, because it had some pretty big actors in it.
Yeah,
but they never, they made it into like a 15-minute. They basically did a 15-minute show on each character. So it was kind of neat.
I need to watch that then.
Yeah, hopefully they do something with that, because that's been one thing I've been waiting on to do is another Mortal Kombat movie.
Right. Yeah.
And because I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, so hopefully but that was on IGN, so they have a script and they have an idea of who they're gonna have the basic characters in it.
Yeah, see, with movies though, just because a script's picked up doesn't mean the movie's ever going to get made.
That's true. That's I mean, how long have we been waiting for Boondocks?
Yeah,
Boondock Saints movie.
Yeah,
third one. So
yeah, I don't know if it's ever going to happen, big guy.
I don't think so.
You got the TV series. It's just
I don't even think the TV series will happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see it. But
if Norman Reedus ain't in it, I don't want to watch it.
Well, yeah, that's true.
He's
Norman Reedus and what's the other? Sean Patrick Flanery.
Yeah.
Yeah, if those two aren't in it, you don't have. They are the Boondock Saints.
Yeah, they're the brothers. Hell, I was messing around on Netflix the other night and I watched the first one again.
Oh, I mean, you got to watch Boondock Saints.
The best thing's at the end when they're interviewing the people and they're like, "Oh no, they're just going around killing people." It's like, hey, they're only killing the bad guys, So
they're only killing the bad guys. It's like
I don't know. I love those two movies.
It's like the Punisher.
That's right.
I mean, he only kills the bad guys. So, but one thing. So, on the what have we been watching this week segment, one thing I wanted to talk about was an anime that I watched. It's a 12-episode anime, which I don't know. A lot of people might not be into anime, but I like it. It's called One Punch Man, and so the premise of this anime is a normal guy has decided to train himself. He does like 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups, and he runs so far like every day, right? So he does this for like a certain amount of years, and he trains so hard that his hair falls out. I don't know, stick with me. That's here, Pickens.
Hardcore, right
Stick
there.
with me. So he trains so hard that his hair falls out. So all these monsters and stuff start showing up, right? Well, the whole premise of the show is he's so strong that any monster or anything he can kill in one punch, right? So he just shows up like all these. They have these like all these superheroes in the world, and they have all this like Class A, Class B, and then there's like Class S superheroes, which are like the best ones. And One Punch Man always shows up and just like they've been battling this beast for like hours, and he just shows up and he's all like nonchalant about it. He's like, oh, wonder what I'm going to get at the grocery store later, right? And then he just shows up and he just punches this, monster and just like rips its head off, with like one punch, and then he just, walks away. But it's like it's really funny in some weird Japanese humor type way. But it kind of takes the hero thing and turns it on its head, because like, every hero, it's like, oh, it's really hard to beat the final boss or whatever, With him, it's just like, it's one punch and they're done, So, but it's 12 episodes. Highly recommend it. If anybody out there's seen One Punch Man, comment on the YouTube video or comment on our Facebook. Tell me, and I just want to see if anybody's watched it out there. If I have any fellow One Punch Man fans, I know I do on the internet, as a whole, but. Yeah. I really liked it. I thought it was hilarious, and it was a really good anime. So go watch it. That's if you like anime, go watch it.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man. Yeah, it's been out for a while, but yeah, I really like it. And not a lot of people in my friend circle have really heard of it. So that's why I like to, So anything else that you watched or played this week, Pick? I think that about rounds it out for me, man.
No. I'm going to start probably. I bought Hitman the I don't know. There's like an 8 episode game.
Yeah,
you can buy the full thing. It's like $60.
I meant to buy that once they came out with all the episodes.
Yeah.
So.
Which I played the prologue. Basically you're going on this boat and you got these different ways to do it.
Yeah.
And then
it's a lot like Blood Money, right?
A lot like Blood Money. So, I kind of got a little tired of. I kind of kept dying, so I deleted it. So now that I have room, I'm probably gonna go back and try to start playing it a little bit more. Because there's, like I said, there's 8 episodes.
Well, so
stuff. So.
Yeah, so they came out with these episodes, like staggered them, right? And like I was like, why not just come out with a whole game? Because you had to like buy each individual episode. I thought it was really stupid.
Which if you bought on the PS4, you could buy the whole thing, and then when they eventually, they come out,
right?
Go to the...
But like, I pay for all this stuff, and I got no guarantee that they're all going to come out,
right?
I just thought that was stupid. That's another one of those like microtransaction type things. They come out with these games in episodes.
Yeah,
I think that's just stupid.
But I've been a big Hitman fan. Those games you really got to kind of think on and figure out. So there's different approaches you can.
We got to tell the Blood Money story, right?
Well, this is your story. You tell it.
Yeah. So Hitman Blood Money comes out, and I play this game so much that I memorize every single enemy on the maps, like where they're going, right? So there's this one episode where you're breaking into this guy's house, and it's in this little like cul-de-sac of a town.
It's a small town.
Small town. So I go in there, and me and Brett are sitting there playing it one day, and I decide I'm going to kill everyone on the map. Every single person, I'm just going to murder them all. So, and there's probably like 50 like NPC characters on this map, right?
Yeah.
So there's a garbage truck at the end of the street, and you can take the bodies and throw them in there in the garbage truck, and then they disappear because like the garbage truck squishes them or whatever.
Yeah, it compacts it. You can see it.
So over the next like 2 hours, this took me like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, because
I killed every person on the map and then drug them down the street and threw them in this garbage truck on Hitman Blood Money. So I love that game. I love Hitman. I need to buy this one, like all of the episodes and stuff.
Well, and then they got the typical, you customize your weapons and stuff. So I mean, I had something else going on, so I played it a little bit. And then I got but now that I have room and I don't have to worry about deleting, I'm gonna go back and play it. I mean, I got quite a bit of stuff.
The room, got the 4 terabytes.
4 terabytes. I recommend it. Highly recommend it.
I'm probably going to do that myself. But so that's what we've been playing this week. I wanted to move on to my big. I'm going to skip down the list here a little bit. We wrote down a list here this morning, but I'm going to skip down the list here a little bit to my big news item of the week, and it's Star Wars Clone Wars is back, and so the Star Wars Clone Wars cartoon, it came out right as. It was finishing up right as Disney purchased Star Wars from Lucasfilm, or they purchased Lucasfilm from George Lucas, right? So it came out, and it took place in between episodes 2 and 3, and so this was when the Clone Wars started to episode 3, where eventually Anakin falls to being Darth Vader. So it's right in between that time period. So him and Obi-Wan Kenobi are going around the galaxy. Fighting the Clone Wars basically, and Anakin has an apprentice named Ahsoka Tano. So she's Ahsoka's like a big character now, and then she was also in the Star Wars Rebels cartoon. But the Clone Wars cartoon came out, and it's kind of Dave Filoni produces it, and also George Lucas wrote and produced it. And George Lucas, obviously the creator of Star Wars, so. It's the last vision of George Lucas and what the Force should be and what Star Wars should be. It's a really great cartoon. There was a movie that came out first, and it's supposed to be like the first 3 or 4 episodes of the cartoon. But it was terrible, and everybody hated it. So then the cartoon comes out, and everybody hated Ahsoka, Anakin's apprentice. Everybody hated her. Played by Ashley Eckstein.
People are rough.
Yeah, but they're terrible, dude. Especially when it comes to Star Wars. Like, they're awful.
Let's just remake it because it's not what we wanted.
Yeah, remake The Last Jedi. This is stupid. But so the Clone Wars comes out, and slowly people start to think, oh well, this for a cartoon, this is actually awesome. You know, and it's the last great vision of George Lucas. So, but then so the show was on Disney XD, and then it got canceled. So it got canceled abruptly, and they never really got to finish it. Right. So there's this kind of unfinished story out there, which at the end of season, so what happened, it had 6 seasons. At the end of season 5, they kind of wrapped up the story. But then they had a season 6 that was kind of like just a different anthology, little short stories, right? And so like Yoda was going around finding out about the Force, and he encounters Darth Bane and all this stuff, kind of deep Star Wars stuff. But so basically the show gets canceled, they never get to finish it. And then Dave Filoni, the guy that worked with George Lucas, went on to make the Star Wars Rebels cartoon, which is one story, also a great cartoon. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's awesome. Finished that up, and then they come out and announce that they're going to make another one called Star Wars Resistance, which is going to be right before Episode 7, so right before the new movies.
Okay.
Right? It's going to be about the Resistance. So everybody, they have a Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars 10th anniversary panel at San Diego Comic-Con. So Comic-Con is this week, and there's some trailers that came out that we're probably going to talk about. But, you know, so Star Wars Clone Wars has a 10th anniversary panel there, and they come out and, you know, nobody thinks that anything new is going to come out of it. They just think, oh, it's 10th anniversary, cool. Well, then at the end of it, Filoni says, well, you know, we've got something for you. And he drops this, they drop this trailer of, it's going to be Star Wars Clone Wars is coming back. They're going to do one more season. I believe they said it's 12 episodes. But it's going to come out and finish the story. Oh, wow. So everybody that is fans of the Clone Wars, you know, really went crazy, right? Which for me online, it was me and my buddy Mitch. You know, like I shared the video, right? He liked my video, and then he shared the video, and I liked his video, and that was the end of it. And a couple other people liked his because he probably has more Star Wars friends than I do. But
I see a lot of stuff all over Facebook about it.
Yeah, so but yeah,
I haven't actually watched it.
Clone Wars is coming. It's all on Netflix. Trent, your kids might like the show.
Well, I think Trent watched some of the Clone Wars.
Yeah,
but.
They might be into it. You know, Trent and Hunter might be into it.
I'll check it out.
But it's also like good for adults to watch too. Like it's actually a good show. Once you get past like the first 10 episodes or so, you know, after that it gets really good. And there's some really big themes that have to do with Star Wars in there. But yeah, so Clone Wars is back. They're going to finish it out. Everybody, you know, Mitch and I are really excited. My buddy Mitch Marazzi. You know, we're excited. Star Wars fans everywhere are pretty excited. And so what the Clone Wars really did was paint a good light to the prequel movies, because it flushes out, you know, kind of in the prequel movies. Episode 2, Anakin has this really weird, you know, he has a speech of I hate sand, gets everywhere. He's kind of creepy towards Padme, and it's kind of rapey. So it's just a really creepy thing. And then it jumps to episode 3, and they're having a baby, and then he falls to the dark side. So like he goes from like this kid Padawan learner in the Jedi Order to, oh, I'm Darth Vader now, I'm killing all of you, in like the span of like an hour and a half. So but you know, episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, is my favorite prequel movie. But so this takes it, and you know, this cartoon series bridges that gap, and you can kind of see a slow turn of Anakin from the light side to the dark side, and you know, and then it goes through his whole relationship with Padme, and it really flushes it out. So that's why it's good for Star Wars fans to watch that, because it makes the prequel movies better.
Yeah, I seen something on Facebook. It was talking about that, and it's like if you watch these, you actually like Anakin more.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, and
because I guess it shows.
the guy who did the voice acting for Anakin in the Clone Wars did a really good job. And Hayden Christensen played him in episode 2 and episode 3. Played Anakin, which a lot of people give Hayden Christensen crap for that, but George Lucas was kind of directing him to be kind of rigid, and and George is famous for making these dialogue that are really hard to say for actors. So it's kind of Hayden, George. You don't really know who's to blame there, but in episode 3, Hayden Christensen did an awesome job. Him and Obi-Wan have the big fight on Mustafar, the lava planet.
Yeah.
They have the big fight at the end,
Yeah.
And it's awesome. But I think the prequels are kind of coming around again.
Yeah,
I think people are actually starting to appreciate them.
yeah.
So when they came out, we were 10 and 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I really liked those movies. The prequels with Jar Jar Binks and everything. I really liked them because George says he made Star Wars for 12-year-olds, and I was 12.
Yeah.
So I loved them, and I know you didn't really watch those until kind of later.
Right.
But I let Brent borrow all my Blu-rays.
Yeah. And then I ended up watching them, and then I got on eBay and I bought the box set. So
yeah, which those are kind of the edited versions.
Right.
I actually have the VHS tapes over there. I still have my VCR. I watched the VHS tapes of the originals from, I think it was the 1995 VHS release, and I still watch those. So, but yeah, man, Star Wars Clone Wars is back. The prequels get a new light on them. Yeah, so it's all good. And then there were some trailers that came out.
yeah,
San Diego Comic-Con. Me and Brent just sit here and watched them this morning.
yeah.
One thing I gotta say though, I watch a YouTube channel called Collider Video, and there's a show called Collider Heroes, and the host of that show is John Schnepp, and he also directed the Metalocalypse cartoon on Adult Swim. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah.
He also did a documentary called The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, which is, I bought it just yesterday and watched it all. And I don't know if you knew this, but there was going to be a Superman movie that Nicolas Cage played Superman, and it was directed by Tim Burton, the guy who did the 1989 Batman.
I remember
movie.
seeing, I remember seeing him, Nicolas Cage in the Superman.
In the Superman suit, there's this terrible, terrible, yeah. That was like a bad set photo though. And this documentary that John Schnepp and his fiancee Holly Payne made, really goes into that and what it was going to be, and why there were troubles with the production, and also why it ultimately didn't get made. So it's actually really cool. Well, Schnepp actually, he had a stroke, a massive stroke a couple weeks ago, and he actually passed away.
Oh, wow.
Just a couple days ago. So everybody at Collider Video, everybody who ever watched Metalocalypse, everybody who seen The Death of Superman Lives, What Happened, it's just really a tough, tough one. And he talked about comic books every week in his show Collider Heroes, and that kind of got me into comic books and Batman and Superman and Spider-Man. So I just wanted to take a quick second on our little podcast. Nobody's even going to hear it, but so rest in peace, John Schnepp. It really just kind of, I was hit pretty hard about that one. I haven't been this upset since like Chris Cornell or the Crocodile Hunter died. But so kind of a low note there, but I just wanted to take a second to say rest in peace, John Schnepp. And you reached this far, this little podcast. I watched your show every week. I watched Metalocalypse, was one of my favorite Adult Swim shows. So just wanted to say that. But so we're going to move on to the trailers that came out at Comic-Con this week, and there's really only 3 that I care about. You know.
Yeah, this one real ones that really jumped out.
Yeah, you know, and there was the new Harry Potter movie or whatever, the Fantastic Beasts.
I've never been a Harry Potter fan.
Fantastic Beasts and Who the Hell Cares? I think that's what the movie's called.
It's what it should be.
I actually like the Harry Potter movies.
I couldn't watch them. I think Trent's watched them.
Oh boy.
Man,
I actually liked them. I thought they were great movies. Just take them as movies. I thought they were great. I could never read the books. I was bored as hell reading those books.
I couldn't read the books. I couldn't watch the movies. They're just, I don't know. It's just not for me.
Oh boy. But anyway, I don't care about Fantastic Beasts. There was a new Doctor Who trailer that came out. That's pretty cool. I like Doctor Who. I've seen all the episodes of it. But the 3 that I really cared about, first up was Aquaman. So Jason Momoa, the guy from Game of Thrones, who was called Drogo, which Brent hasn't seen Game of Thrones.
I've not.
Which I mean, come on, man.
What?
Haven't seen Game of Thrones.
Well, you beat God of War 3, and then I'll watch Game of Thrones. Yeah, that's right.
That's not even the same level. That is not even the same. Game of Thrones is the greatest TV show ever devised.
Okay, well, pump your brakes first.
The greatest TV show ever. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. Please. There's no anybody out there.
X-Files.
Anybody out there comment. Game of Thrones is the greatest TV show ever made.
I heard a lot.
That's over X-Files.
A lot of people like it.
That's over the X-Files.
A lot of people like it.
Everybody likes it.
Man, it's hard for me to sit down and watch. Like my wife, she can sit down and watch TV like a whole season. Like I can sit down and watch an episode or 2, and then I'm like, I'll watch a couple more tomorrow, maybe.
I mean, there's only like 50 episodes of this. You could
50.
That's 50 hours, man.
That's like a year.
That's not like a year. You watch 1 or 2 episodes a night, you'll be done in 2 months.
That's a lot of commitment.
This is ridiculous. Game of Thrones is it's the best. He plays Khal Drogo on that. I'm gonna move on here.
Okay,
this is making me angry. I'm getting riled up. Oh, he's gonna clap again. Okay, here we go. But so he's gonna play Aquaman. He played Aquaman in Justice League.
Yeah.
Which I thought he did a pretty good job.
I did too. I mean, it being DC. DC's been
the movie sucked.
Yeah,
I hated it.
Yeah,
and I even like Ben Affleck as Batman. And I liked him as Aquaman.
Well, I didn't care for Affleck, but
yeah, I know you didn't.
I was hard with Jason Momoa as Aquaman. I thought he did a pretty good job.
He was kind of like the surfer dude Aquaman, though. They're trying to make Aquaman cool.
Yeah, but I'm a little confused. I thought Aquaman wasn't allowed to get out of the water. I thought he was.
Oh yeah, man, he can get out of the water. Like the Justice Fringe. You ever watch that? He was in the Hall of Justice. He got out of the water.
Oh yeah, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got out of the water. He gets out of the water.
Well, I don't.
Well, apparently he's in this movie from the trailer. He's half human, half Atlantean.
Well, I want to know who the redhead is. Is that Mermaid? Is that Ariel?
Well, that my wife said the exact same thing for this trailer. So I think she's like his, Queen of Atlantis or whatever. I think that's his girlfriend in the movie.
Oh.
So Ariel's his girlfriend in the movie. That's
Ariel
what we're saying. It's Ariel. It's got to be.
I mean,
it's a whole new world.
Oh boy. Oh, I went there.
That's what Momoa should bust out singing. It's a whole new world. First time he gets on land.
It's really just a Little Mermaid.
It's a remake of The Little Mermaid in the DC cinematic universe. So it's all dark.
Yep.
Maybe that's it. The redhead comes on shore, and she wishes that she had legs, right?
Yep.
And then Momoa's on land, and he's like this prince on land, right?
Yep.
And then he goes into instead of Ariel coming out of the sea, he goes into the water. I think that's what it should be.
Oh gosh.
But this trailer did not look good to me.
The CGI looks a little wonky.
Which maybe it's unfinished. Maybe they just haven't finished it for the final movie.
I hope.
I hope so too, because it looked awful.
Well, the story though, like her dad was a lighthouse keeper.
His dad was the lighthouse keeper.
Yeah, his dad. I'm sorry.
And then his mom was the queen of Atlantis.
Yeah. So can she come out of the water whenever
she wants? Come out of the water too, man. They can all come out of the water.
Well, then
why are we getting hung up on whether or not they can come out of the water?
Well, then what's the problem? Because in the trailer, it's like that. It's kept us apart for all these years.
Well, because he didn't want to go in the water.
Well, why the hell not?
Because he's Jason Momoa. He's Khal Drogo.
No, I'm talking about her dad.
Oh,
Or his dad.
because his dad was a lighthouse keeper. He couldn't go in the water.
Well, his mom couldn't come out of the water?
Well, I guess she had shit to. She was the queen of Atlantis. She had stuff to run.
She couldn't swim up there and be like, hey, what's going on? It don't make any sense.
I mean, I guess she could have.
Well, in the trailer, they're like, well,
This is what you get out of this trailer.
This is what kept us apart.
This is what you get out of this
just trying
trailer.
to figure this out.
This is the most ridiculous thing. This is what was bad about this trailer.
What's
to you.
kept them apart?
Oh my god. Maybe she can't come out of the water then. It's
Well, why can Jason Momoa? Well, how come?
because he's half human, I guess. I don't know, man.
Why don't
I
he
didn't
have a
think
flipper?
about this. Oh, I thought. Oh my god.
Well,
His mom didn't have a flipper.
she may have. Well,
We
then
saw a picture of her.
why couldn't she come out of the water then?
I think she did. How else did the lighthouse keeper have sex with her
Exactly.
to make Jason Momoa? She came out of the water. Maybe she had
Did she
other...
lay eggs?
Jesus Christ. What in the hell are you talking about right now?
I don't know. Okay, anyway.
So the movie doesn't look too good to
No,
me.
the CGI looks a little, yeah.
And you know the biggest problem I have with it, Pickens? I mean, why didn't the mom just come out of the water? That's my biggest problem.
That's
Why didn't the mom not just bump the mic?
I don't know why they're so.
Why are they apart?
Why they apart
That was
for?
our biggest takeaway
That's
of this
it.
stupid thing. My God.
That was pretty cool. They were bullying him at the
Aquarium.
At the aquarium.
Okay, so let's pick when are we going to bully Aquaman? Oh, in the halls of the school? No, we're going to wait till we go to the aquarium.
Wait till we're on a field trip to the aquarium and a fucking shark busts them.
Now we're going. Okay, yeah.
The shark did not care for them.
The shark did not care for that, and then his eyes turn all yellow and stuff like the Witcher.
Yeah, that was.
He got them Witcher eyes.
He done. Maybe he's part Witcher.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's brewing up some
Is his name
concoctions.
Geralt?
Geralt of Atlantis.
Geralt
Is that
of
what it is? So okay, that's our thoughts on Aquaman.
Don't mess with him at the while he's at the
Don't
aquarium.
pick on a kid while you're at the aquarium. There's sharks around you. So the next trailer that came out that we care about is Shazam,
which to me is kind of the same, along the same lines of Aquaman.
Yeah, but it was funny.
Yeah, he's getting bullied.
Well, that's true, but they don't know. I mean, he can turn into Shazam wherever.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, there's no water involved with this one,
no.
Picking. You can't make the water argument.
Well, no, but the subway does get frozen.
Oh boy.
Yep. See.
The subway is not the issue here, man. The rug is not the issue here. Okay. My problem with this one is the guy who's playing Shazam. He's not like buff or ripped at all, man.
No.
Shazam's supposed to be like this god, right? He's literally supposed to be a god.
Well, I want to know why the lightning bolt lights up for. That's what I want to know.
Well, because it looks cool in the movie, Pickens. That's why.
It does look cool, but
I mean, the kid reaches out to it and he gets the lightning static. on his
Shazam's
finger.
going around charging people's cell phones.
Well, that was fun. See, that's funny. I think the movie
It does look funny.
It looks funny.
It
It
really
looks
does.
fun. You know, I don't know why. Now, you know who should have played Shazam? Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Well, he should have. He's been in everything else.
Well, they actually announced years ago that in the Shazam movie, The Rock was going to play Black Adam, who is the villain of the Shazam universe.
Is he not in it?
I don't think he's in it.
Because I remember, years ago they were talking about.
And it was just going to be a Black Adam movie. I don't even know if Shazam was going to be involved. But it was just going to be Black Adam, and The Rock was going to play Black Adam. So, I don't know if we're going to get that.
Yep, I don't know. But speaking of The Rock, I will say, while we're on the Rock topic,
Oh, boy.
highest grossing actor, he's been in everything.
He has been
Did
everything.
you see where this year he's made? I think it was like 120-some million.
Well, you know,
Off
when
his
you
movies.
make 120 movies,
Hardest
and-
working guy in Hollywood. So.
oh yeah, I mean he is, but I mean, when you make 120 movies and each of them makes $1 million, there you go,
Well,
120
it's
million.
true.
I mean, that's probably the breakdown. Honestly.
It may be.
So that's what will Shazam. I think it's going to be a funny movie. I think it's going to be fun. The one thing that would push it over the top is if The Rock was Black Adam in it. That would be awesome. So
yeah, I mean it looks cool, you know. And the part where he don't know what powers he has, so they're doing these tests to see.
Yeah,
that looks like it's gonna be fun.
The guy shoots him and he's like, "Oh, I got invulnerability to the bullets."
He throws him out the window.
Sorry about your window, but you're welcome for not getting robbed.
Yeah, but I don't know. It looks like it's gonna have that comedy. So I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be a real good something that you can have your kids watch and
so maybe movie. In DC so far they have not been family friendly movies.
They have not.
Speaking of which, in the Titans trailer, Robin says "F Batman."
Yeah, I don't know what's up with this. What is Robin's problem?
There's a movie coming out for the Teen Titans, and Robin literally says "F Batman."
Yeah, what's up with that?
And he doesn't say F.
No, he does not say F.
He does not say
F. He drops
F.
the F-bomb.
He drops the F-bomb.
What's up
I
with
don't
that?
know what's up with that.
Batman did everything for him.
Batman did it. His parents died. Batman took him in. I mean, a lot of people are saying, though, that this is the Jason Todd Robin instead of the Dick Grayson Robin. But I think it said the Flying Graysons in the trailer. Didn't it? The circus, you're the kid from the circus, blah, blah, blah.
I think so.
Starfire looks terrible. The Raven, the emo chick, her powers looked ridiculous. That's the Titans trailer. We're getting off track.
Yeah.
But he says F Batman. Why did he say F Batman?
I don't know.
Nobody
Unless
knows.
he's tired of living in Batman's shadow.
Oh, you're tired of living in Batman's mansion?
Well,
is that what it is? Oh, sorry.
Well,
Sorry he took you in and let you live in a mansion and let you fight crime with him with all these gadgets.
Yeah.
And, I mean, come on, man. F Batman. F you, Robin.
What?
How about that?
What if Batman put out a trailer?
F Robin. That's what it'd be. I don't know. Well, there is, the new Batman's coming out. But
good luck finding a new home.
Yeah, now Robin's homeless. So good. They just live in a big building that's a T in the cartoon for Titans. But
Batman just comes and kills all the Titans.
Well, I mean, he might. And then Cyborg is one of the Teen Titans in the Titans.
I'll tell you, I'm not a Cyborg fan.
Well, I mean, he's cool in the cartoon, man. He's cool in the comics. But the CG in Justice League looked like...
It looked awful.
It was awful. It looked like half of the time his head was moving and the CG head was not moving.
Well, when he's trying to hold, Superman standing right there and he's trying to hold it from happening.
Yeah.
Like his face, man, it's moved. I don't know.
Yeah, his face is
It does not. It looks bad.
Just another reason Justice League is terrible.
I just don't understand what DC did wrong.
Everything. That's what they did wrong. Everything.
You look at Marvel... And they did everything right.
Because Marvel looked at the comic books, made a combination of a bunch of different comic books into one cohesive story. DC was just like, hey, here's Batman, here's Superman, let's make them fight.
Yeah.
It's some kid playing with action figures. It's stupid.
Well, no, if a kid was playing with action figures, it would make more sense.
That's true.
But, we're going to give Batman an assault rifle. Here, go kill 50 people.
Well, that's true. And then his car is just murdering everybody, shooting missiles and murdering people.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
I don't know. I mean, hopefully the Aquaman movie's good. Hopefully
Shazam. I think
Shazam looks good.
It has the best opportunity to be good.
Yeah, it really does.
And the last trailer, moving away from the DC crappy universe, Godzilla 2, King of the Monsters.
It looked really good.
Which, Brent didn't watch the
I haven't.
The new Godzilla.
I have not. I need to get around to that.
Which I thought it was a great movie. A lot of people don't like it. A lot of Godzilla fans don't like the new one, but I thought it was really cool, man. And especially at the end, Godzilla just defeats his monster and then he just lumbers off like he's this ancient force of awesomeness and radiation. But the new one looks cool, man. It's got the girl from Stranger Things, 13, Millie Bobby Brown. or 11. What's her number? What's her name? I don't know. 11, 13. I don't remember. Anyway, but Godzilla looks cool, man. I mean, it's Godzilla. What can you say?
Yeah, I mean, had to be excited for Godzilla.
You see Mothra in the trailer. I think it was Mothra anyway. I'm a big fan of the old Godzilla movies from the 50s and 60s.
Well, what they say? There's 12 giants.
Yeah, 12 Titans. They call them Titans. Another
Titans.
Well, we got it back to F Batman.
Yeah.
I think it's Godzilla going to be like F Batman. F Batman.
Batman rides Godzilla in and he eats Robin.
Batman riding on Godzilla is the most unstoppable force that could ever.
But who? I mean, they said that's what's going to save the world. So is it the 12 or is Godzilla going to?
We'll see in the first one. So these two other monsters were going rogue, right? And then nature had Godzilla come so he could be the balance, to the other monsters. And then he just murdered these monsters. It was really cool though. One of them, he took their jaw and like spread it open and then like broke their jaw. And then he did his radiation breath down into it and just murdered the hell out of it. It was awesome. That was awesome.
So what's Godzilla? Just going to take the other 12 out or 11 out?
He might just have to take the other 11 out.
Oh.
I hope he does. That would be an awesome movie.
Just him just kicking butt.
And then eventually he's going to fight King Kong from the new Kong Skull Island movie.
Oh man, I don't know if he can handle that.
I don't know if Godzilla could beat Kong.
That Kong right there is tough.
You know why?
If you haven't seen that movie, you need to watch it because he fights. What's he fight? It's like a crocodile-looking T-Rex thing.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of like Godzilla.
He's fighting two of them.
He's fighting two of them. They're kind of like Godzilla.
Plus, he has Jane. Oh, it's Jane. Is it Jane? The girl.
Oh, I don't know. Isn't that Tarzan? Tarzan and Jane?
Well, I don't know. There's a girl in it.
There's a girl in it.
I don't know her
He's
name.
trying to protect her in his hand.
He's protecting her while fighting two dinosaurs.
I mean, Kong is just like quick. He's nimble. For a big.
He is
1,400-foot monster. I mean, he's pretty nimble.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that.
Godzilla's got radiation breath though.
Yeah,
I mean, he's got that on his side. So I don't know. Kong's badass though. He takes those helicopters and just smashes them together.
Yeah,
that was awesome. That was the only good part of that movie was they're coming in. It looks like Apocalypse Now, and then Kong's in the sunset. Remember that shit? And then Kong just like grabs these helicopters and starts smashing them into each other. It was awesome. Yeah. So the new Godzilla though, it looks cool. They're setting up for Kong to fight Kong. So Godzilla versus Kong, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And that's all I care about from Comic-Con. Star Wars, Aquaman, Shazam, Godzilla.
Yeah.
That's all I really care about. So
that's about the gist.
So anything else you want to cover about that pick?
I mean, I think you covered it, man.
Well, I think we pulled off another week here. We're going to see if the video comes out. We don't know if it's going to come out or not, but
it may not.
We're going to do our
best.
Just
to see. We'll do one more clacker.
Oh, one more clacker. Rest in peace, anybody who's listened to this on headphones.
One more.
They're dead now. They're dead. They're all dead. Their ears are bleeding. So, guys,
you're welcome.
Yeah. This has been another episode of the Couch Thoughts Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. You can find us on Facebook. Just type in the Couch Thoughts Podcast. Hit us up there. I'll be posting this on Podomatic. There'll be a link on the Facebook to Podomatic. It uploads to iTunes. So go over, rate, review, subscribe on iTunes. Comment. I don't know if you can really comment on iTunes, but anyway,
I'll say YouTube.
YouTube. We're going to post it on YouTube. Comment on YouTube. Give us a subscribe. We're going to be doing this every week. I might even be doing some little videos throughout the week, trailer reactions or cool stuff like that. So you can hit us up on Twitter at CouchThoughtPod, no S in there. So that's about it, guys. From a couch, this has been the Couch Thoughts Podcast. So until the next podcast, later.